First downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum, and now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
First down here for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Lets it fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Manning. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. So the completion yields 7 yards. Solid gain to set up 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
What an outstanding job by this defense. We know this quarterback is electric, in particular when he gets loose. And here, even though he's able to break, contain, and get outside of the pocket, look at the pursuit. And they're able to cut off the angles and get him down.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking downfield, it's Johnson. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
I tell you, you got to play well on 3rd down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on 1st and 2nd. He's got to be great in situations. And one of those situations that I think about is 3rd down. Unable to connect here, and now you got a decision to make on 4th.
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
I thought that was just outside of his range, and sure enough, it's just short. This guy is very accurate, but this is just a little outside of his range.
Here comes the Cardinals offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. A solid gain of 7 on the completion sets him up now 2nd and 3. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
And the Cardinals decide to spend their first timeout here. Now left with 2 of them here in the first half. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Try and muscle for the first down. Inside the 45. Got an opening here. He takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Cardinals. So the explosive touchdown play by this elite running back. We knew coming in, Joel, this was the guy who's got to carry this offense, and wow, has he stepped up.
I'm so impressed when we all know who the guy is going to be. He's the focal point of the offense. Guess who knew that? The defense. And yet they still can't stop him. That's how good he is and how good they are in front of him on the O-line. Terrific job by this group. Great game plan, and obviously getting your star going, that's a huge plus.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Johnson. Grab down the middle. It's Manning. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
I really like the execution from this quarterback and wide receiver. Watch as they're on the same page and then on the same timing. If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes, it's got to be framed up and it's got to be thrown on time. Both of those happen, and it's completion for this offense.
Offense in a good spot here on 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard completion. Grab behind the line. It's Manning. Goes out of bounds after a big gain. He's just short of the 45. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver, Joel. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get him the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch. Yeah, Chris, this is exactly what this coaching staff said they wanted to do was establish the run game, and they've been able to do that. Gains of 5, gains of 6, time and time again. They're doing a great job up front, there's no doubt, and now the entire playbook is going to be at their disposal.
Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. Louisville has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter.
This is a live look at David Booth Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas. It's the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders and the Kansas Jayhawks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Blue Raiders head coach told me pregame this is a great opportunity for his squad, bringing a group of 16 into a Big 12 opponent. The crowd is crazy, the teams are excited, but he wants his team to play one play at a time. He believes an upset is totally possible if his guys do their job and be the best version of themselves today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Middle Tennessee State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Great place to start for this offense. On the move, it's Edwards. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense changing the play. Back to the ground with the running back. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Jayhawks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Gets it out fast. Could not make his way to the corner.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got the tight end. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
The Jayhawks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. On the move. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is good. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Runs through a tackle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Martin. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give on the counter. Creates a little room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, in recent years, Kansas's offense has been most dynamic and most dangerous when they've been able to run the football. That was certainly the case when Devin Neal was there. And so who's going to be that new guy? David, I know they went to the portal to bring some familiar faces, maybe some guys that a lot of Kansas fans may already know about based on who this team has had to play, but no question, they've got to run the ball.
About to say know about and not like this in the past, right? Edwards was over at Kansas State. Now you switch to the Kansas uniform, and Rock Chalk Jayhawk is excited about him. Andy Koltanecki coming back to the Kansas staff. This is an offense that likes to run the football. They want to be physical. That's how they start on offense.
Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Looking to pass, it's Jenkins. Got the quick pass. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I think if you're on defense here, you've got to be alert, right? Are they going for it here on 4th down? Does your defense have to be on the field ready for that? Might they line up in a punt formation and try to fake it potentially? You could see that.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Using his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Cook. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. We've reached a break, and Kansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, 1st down here. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field.
Caught, and he's got room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback.
And that ball's free behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
When you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man, I got the quarterback taken care of. You can tell. I had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. Look out, he's got room. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job at his decision making.
Using his legs, it's Martin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease to the left. Got a little grass. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my...
Turning it on! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting...
And the defense got him at the 27. And the Jayhawks want to move quickly. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Quarterback may change this route. The run inside. It's Edwards. Tackled at the 16-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and we'll see if they go for it here. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert and keep this drive going. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Jayhawks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right, and they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now we get a timeout call by the Jayhawks. It's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Lets it fly. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lacey. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another. And it's third down. They're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he'll try this one from the left hash, and he gets a hand on it. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And don't forget, they've already had a field goal block. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Number 92, set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
The Kansas head coach told me at the half they really expect to stick to the running game here in the second half. This is a close game, and he's a little concerned with his quarterback's shaky performance in the first half. Turning the ball over put them in a tough position, but they are dominant on the ground. Expect them to continue to really force that issue at the line of scrimmage here in the third quarter. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Complete in the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Willis.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Cox. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that quick. as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Could be an alley. The 50. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Pulls it in, it's Cox. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Right on target this time.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the left. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Rushes on him. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And the Jayhawks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes a catch. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And the punishment has been extended. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Delayed handoff. It's off. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zips it out to his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Kansas sideline. Their tight end has been a brilliant target here today. Over 100 yards receiving already in this game, and I expect them to keep him in and keep going to this big target. As you know, the tight ends never get...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got it on the outside. Gets loose in the middle. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Now we get a timeout call by the Jayhawks. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The offense will use a timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
To the air, it's Jenkins. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a stand.